Every freaking medium's gonna pull a different color. The paper towel's gonna be different. The pants are gonna be different. The doll's hair is gonna be different. Because this is the bottle. Smoky blue. Never trust it, it'll always be different. We're dyeing some doll hair today. With a special guest star in my roommate's cat, Jackson Crowley Alexander. Isn't he the handsomest? Oh, he's so sweet. Anyways, back to the doll. So I wasn't a big fan of these when they came out because that's all I got. However, a lot of the faces and the makeup are cute. The bangs are tragic. We're not going to focus on that right now, okay? And I happen to have some synthetic dye that I need to use. If you're going to do this, please use a pot that you are not going to use to cook out of for the love of all that is holy and unholy, okay? I'm using synthetic dye because these are synthetic fibers. It makes sense in my brain. Originally, I was going to try to make her hair really light blue, but then it was very apparent once I got things kind of mixed around that was not going to happen. I was not going to buy more dye, and the only colors I have left for dye are green and blue, and I wanted to use blue, which ironically did not dye anything blue besides the paper towel. I do recommend testing the color if you do want it to be dyed a specific color. I didn't care. I just didn't want it to be white anymore. So I just kind of threw everything into the pot, including her shoes, and hoped for the best. And I started with her clothes because I just wanted to see what color things were possibly going to pool, and obviously it was very apparent that that was not going to be smoky blue. And it ended up pooling a lot more of a purpley undertone. Nope, I'm pretty sure I did not mix up the bottles because I have not bought a purple dye. But the dye has been in my basement for quite a while, so something could have happened chemically to change the color a bit. I honestly have no idea. I was a biology major. Chemistry was not my strong suit, okay? So then I just started going for it, and what I did was I would dip the doll's hair into the water and kind of pull it out and let the ends rest in it to dye them a little bit deeper. I would then rinse it out with cold water to see if I liked the color, which I did like this kind of silvery purpley color, but I wanted it to be a bit darker, so I did dip it again. And this is the color that she ended up being, which I actually really like. And yes, I'm struggling to get her bangs under control, okay? I also dyed this doll's hair like a week ago. Don't ask me how I got this color, okay? I used bottles of dye that I was almost out of and just hoped for the best, and it ended up green, which I kind of love. Anyways, I'm restyling in Mara. Stay tuned.